I just saw one of the most amazing movies. Not the only amazing, one of the most amazing movies. What is the title of again? I forgot.
They Shall Not Grow Old.
Oh, They Shall Not Grow Old. I forgot. But anyway, it's the World War I, which is, I'm relating a little bit to it because my grandfather, he was as a young man, as a practically teenager, he was I think 1920 or 1922. Now I know what year the war is over. It was
14 to 18.
Oh my gosh, it was like the old footage, like 100 years ago. They made it 100 years ago. I don't know what they did.
Over 100 years ago.
Over 100.
Because the war ended in 1918. So 1914 to 18 was the war.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God. I enjoy the old times, and it was like nostalgic time. Not that I was there, but I don't know what it is. I guess growing up in Greece have something to do with mountains and waters and all that. One thing I was sad with, it was so much people got killed. There was dead bodies everywhere. What was the director, Peter Jackson? Oh, this guy. Peter Jackson is just a genius. I don't know, when he was talking in the end how they made the movie, how deciphered the, the footage and everything. I tell you, he is a golden tone. I don't know how he remembered everything, how he bring everything together, but I tell you, it's just a great job. It's like storytell, it's not like action or anything, but it was like someone who was telling a story who was reading the story. It's just one of the better movies these days because it relates to 100 years ago, the old times, and the army, these guys, they went through hell. They die. Almost just about everybody died there. And it was so sad to see the blood, the bodies, the quick burials. I'm getting distracted because people watching. Anyway, it was so much, and I guess, I don't know what kind of, they have enough food to eat. I don't know if food was going to them. Did we see anything like that?
Yeah, they talked about what they ate for breakfast and everything.
Oh yeah, that's right. They were eating. I forgot about it. But to have a life like that, to live every day like this, with guns and bombs explosions and everything, I don't know. They just went to hell and then they went to heaven. Because when they were alive fighting, it was hell, and dying, they went to heaven. Anyway, Peter Jackson, oh my God, let's go back to this guy. He's just amazing. He's like St. John the Chrysostom, who was talking and just put everything together like a poem. How he deciphered all this, how they analyze everything, it's just amazing.
The conversations you were hearing, those were recordings of actual veterans taken in like the 60s, I guess, and they listened to like 600 hours of them and then picked out sections to put in the movie to just give an experience of like what it feels like for them to be there.
Well, that's what I'm saying, how they decipher everything. It's just incredible. Just to sit down for 600, 700, or 800 hours and watching and thinking what to do, how to do it, what they did, it's just incredible. So Peter Jackson lives in New Zealand?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What did you think of the actual visuals, how they restored the film, and how it compared to how it originally looked?
The film, it was so old, I mean, you can see the snow there. You know, it was kind of foggy and snowy. How they did, I have no idea, but they did tremendous job. I don't know how they did it. It's just incredible, because in those days you have to go like this, like you say, and roll the film and do all whatever they did. Today is different. It's just incredible.
Do you remember the section they talked about lice?
Oh God, the lice and the rats.
Right.
Oh gosh, just imagine sleeping, eating, and have these creatures crawling around you. Oh, and the lice, because they couldn't wash. They didn't bathe for months, and they have to go to the bathroom, and they didn't even wash their hands. Oh, now that is something I don't understand. They probably catching diseases. Oh yeah. They probably get disease, but those rats, oh God, and lice. You know, lice can go to your skull, and they kind of, it's like how you call this thing? That they suck your skin.
Oh, like ticks or something.
Yeah.
Like biting in and sucking your blood.
And it's hard to get them out. Even if you comb your hair, you have to comb. You have to. I don't know what those days they have, but imagine. I never had lice, thank God. But imagine how they have to have hot water and go over and over and over whatever they did, and have brushes and stuff. But in those days in the war, they didn't have anything. How they live like this, they must itching all the time. And rat can bite you and die from rabies. Oh God, they were horrible. Also, just to poop and not be able to wash. Oh, that's what I say. It was living hell.
Yeah, the rats would eat the dead bodies.
Yes, I saw it. Imagine that. But some people that were alive and felt the rats.
Right. One guy said he woke up and he felt something warm on his face, and it was a rat.
Yeah, but they did tremendous job clearing the footage, decipher the footage. I don't know how they did. It's like scrambled eggs to my head. That's all I can say. Anyway, go see the movie. And I love the song in the end. I really do. And how many survived? Not even, probably handful survived. I mean, some of them, they die from sickness, diseases.
You saw the frostbite, remember?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Frostbite?
Yes.
People's feet were all torn up.
Yeah. It's just the people rotting there, the bodies, and the live people that are next to it, breathing all that stuff. Oh my God. It was living hell. And like I said, it was probably handful survive. With a guy who, it was 1890 and he died 1940.
That was Peter Jackson's grandfather.
50 years old. That was not really, I mean, he didn't live enough to. Right,
he was wounded so many times that by the time he was into his years, he needed trouble walking. He needed help walking around.
Right, but those rats, ooh, gosh.
One of the soldiers, I remember, he said he walked over to a French trench and he ate biscuits that were from 2 years ago that were there, and they had green mold on them.
Oh yeah, I saw that, but it didn't bother. It didn't harm him.
Right, he said but it didn't hurt him.
Can you imagine how hungry he was? And what the war is for? It was for anyway. What for? Anyway,
yeah, war. It was totally pointless.
Pointless, and wars, they're ugly. Oh my God, to eat mold bread, and thank God it didn't harm him. It was a miracle.
What did you think of the gas? Remember they showed gas?
Yes. My God. One time I turned the stove off and I didn't close it, and I don't remember, and I smelled gas a little bit, and it was horrible. I opened the windows, everything, the whole house, just to get rid of the smell. Imagine what they went through. And like I said, for what? Come on. Why are you making war? For what? 1914 to 1918?
And not only that, gas would liquefy your lungs, you would vomit blood, it could make you go blind. And for some types of gas, I heard that you could breathe it in, but then you would be okay, but then a day or two later you would die from it.
Yeah, you get
so
sick.
There were soldiers who knew they would die in a day or two, and it's like, what could you do? You know, your life is over at that point. Nothing you could do to reverse it.
Imagine that, to know he knew he was dying. Okay, anyway, imagine we have the luxury today to bathe with the soaps with, just all the comfort in the world. Imagine what they went through. Come on, this is a movie with real life. This is a movie with real life. Anyway, Peter Jackson, congratulations. You're the main man of the movie right now. And thank you for making this movie. So for our viewers, just go and see it and make up your own mind.